here. But the funny thing is, as I was sitting there, Naomi, thinking about how to introduce you, it occurred to me that I first met you on a Vogue shoot. And I don't know if you remember this, but I was Grace Coddington's assistant at the time. And we were shooting in Mexico, in San Miguel, with Ellen von Unworth. And we landed a hot air balloon in the tiny town square. And it was the first time I ever met you. I remember exactly what you were wearing. You were head to toe in Voyage, and you were so warm to me. Actually, you were like kind, and I was so nervous to meet you. But that trip really left an impression on me. And so to come and have this full circle moment with you, and to be able to present this to you on the same month in which you grace our cover, our Icons cover, feels very, very appropriate. So I am honored to be here, even by proxy, to present this year's Icon Award to the icon, Naomi Campbell.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harlem's Fashion Row Icon of the Year, Naomi Campbell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Naomi's always late, but I believe in my higher power, and I want to thank my higher power for having me be here, because it's so important that I was here today, and I'm honored to be here in Harlem, a place I used to come to when I was 17 years old to listen to Reverend Calvin Butts. But I want to say this, everything's meant to work out the way it's meant to work out. It wasn't my choice to have the other lady. I'd much rather have this. So thank you. I have to speak my truth. I've always been unapologetically truthful, right? So why should I change it now at this age? Harlem has embraced me and inspired me and showed me a whole new world and style of reality. And the last time I was actually here in Harlem was with you, and then the time before that, I think, was for André on Talley, who, for some reason, I knew when I was going to his memorial, may he rest in peace, that I could not just dress in black, that I knew he would haunt me if I did. So I called up Schiaparelli and asked them to make me a white coat, like they do that Schiaparelli coat with gold, and you know this. And then I thought, but the outfit's not enough. I need a car. I need a vintage Rolls Royce to drive me up to Harlem, because André wouldn't want it any other way. But we managed to pull that off. But I just want to say, Brandis, Daniel, and your entire team of Harlem's Fashion Row, thank you. Thank you for also last September, and for honoring all the amazing work that you do with all the young creatives that you do. Your commitment to elevating diverse voices in fashion is commendable. And you've created a platform that doesn't just showcase talent, you nurture it, you champion it, and you propel it forward. And for that, we are all very grateful. We must still say thank you to Anna Wintour, as she did take the time to come here and give me the award, even though I wasn't here. So thank you, Anna Wintour, for your support in my career from 1987, meeting a young black girl from South London in British Vogue offices, and taking a chance in giving me a shoot. And so I thank you for your influence and your continuing support in pushing fashion forward also. I also want to extend my sincere thanks to Hugo Boss for their continued support. You've been a steadfast partner to me, and in pushing the boundaries in style and creativity, I'm grateful to have you on this journey with me. As I reflect on my career, I'm reminded of the many shoulders that I have stood on, the trailblazers who paved the way for a young black girl like me. People like Beth Ann Hardison, Iman, my namesake Naomi Sims, Beverly Johnson, Katusha, Amalia, Sonia Cole, Alva Chin, Khadija. I can go on. These are the women that showed me what to do when I was 17 and 18 years old, being hired by Monsieur Saint Laurent in the first couture show. I had no idea, I was terrified. And they showed me how to take off my cape, how to execute, how to watch the chandelier that came in the middle of the runway so it didn't take off my hat, which it did. And so I am forever and eternally grateful. I know that these trailblazers was before me. And that's why in my exhibition in London, I celebrate them. The exhibition is not just my exhibition, which I'm going to go on to tell you about. It's a celebration of all of us, being in an institution that is the first of its kind. These women, as well as the ones I've mentioned, my mother, my grandmother, who taught me the value of hard work and perseverance and to never give up. This award is as much theirs as it is now my daughter's. I am deeply grateful for this recognition. I don't see it as accumulation, rather I see it as a call to action. Yes, our industry has made strides, but we still have a long way to go. When I say that, I mean, I got a phone call 2 days ago asking, would you like to be part of a company that's going to sell African cotton, which we used to sell African cotton originally, but lost it. And I thought about it, and yes, I would. Nothing would please me more than to see the brands come back to the motherland and buy it from originally where it came from. So, although there's been progress in our sector, there's still so much work ahead. I mean, a genuine inclusion extends beyond people who've seen it in advertisements and on the runways. It's more than that. It's about who's controlling the narrative, where we read it, where we watch it, who's getting the money for their brands, and who's making decisions on the boardroom tables. We're still there. Virgil was one, if not the one, that got a seat on the boardroom table. So to see these young designers, models, young creatives worldwide, especially those of color, I do see you. I travel the world endlessly. When I'm not working modeling, I'm traveling the emerging markets, looking to bring us to the light and sharing my platform. That's what my job is about today, because I've been doing this long enough that I don't need to do Naomi anymore, do you know what I mean? So, your talent, your vision, your determination, they're not just valuable, they're vital. We need it to make this business evolve, and it to evolve in a fair and balanced way. We need it. So the fashion industry needs your perspective, your innovation, your audacity to challenge the status quo, which is what we do on a daily basis. Never allow anyone to undermine your value or dull your light. And as we celebrate tonight, we should all think about committing to pushing forward. Let's continue to demand representation at all levels across the board. Let's support and uplift each other. And let's redefine what icon means. Not just a pinnacle of an individual, achievement as a force for collective process. I accept this award with immense gratitude, yes, but also with a renewed sense of purpose. The work continues. The fight for equality, for representation, for a fashion industry that truly reflects the beautiful diversity of our world. It's ongoing, and I, for one, am not going to slow down until I feel that we are equally shared across the world inside out. I thank you, fashion. I thank you, Harlem's Fashion Row, for this incredible distinction. And I thank you for all being a part of my journey for nearly 40 years. I am truly grateful to you all. Thank you.